Hey Aquarius. So, welcome to, for some reason I almost said July. I wonder what that's about. So maybe something's going to happen in July, maybe there's some type of big deal for July, okay? But anyway, welcome to your April 2019 reading. Real quick, I'm going to light some Palo Santo. Hopefully I can vibe with your guys' energy the way that I did in my last reading. And I know it's been a while since I've done readings. I apologize to you guys, just as I've apologized to everybody for missing the last 3 months. It has been a crazy, very hectic, beginning to this year already. Let's cleanse this area. Truly it has. Oof, this is strong. As I've been telling everybody, I'm going to be doing a separate video pretty soon once I'm done with everybody's videos, okay? That's going to explain the details if you care about what happened from January to March. March was pretty much just mostly, honestly, because of the Mercury retrograde, as well as me just having to kind of sit with myself and integrate and process all the things that had happened January and February. January and February, I just could not focus. I wasn't basically allowed to focus on anything having to do with myself. So that would include this. So anyway, I very much apologize. And I thank you, any of you Aquarius that are still with me, that are subscribed and remain subscribed. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And anybody new, welcome. That is meditative music in the background, by the way. So if you've seen the readings before, then you know how I begin them. If you have not, I'm starting the same way that I have in the past, where I was shuffling for an Archangel card using the Angels of Atlantis, Oracle deck. And we already got a card for you, so pretty cool. I've got a lot of Aquarius in my chart. Aquarius North Node, Aquarius, Venus, and Mars. So yeah. This is really interesting too that you got dreams, because me personally, I had the craziest dream that I've had in a long time that I actually remembered last night. I'm not going to tell the details, right? But you may have been having some crazy dreams lately. So you got Archangel. This is the Archangel that will be surrounding you for the month of April, that you can call upon in times of need, as well as that has a message for you, clearly. So even though we're already in the middle of the month, this still applies for the entirety of the month, okay? And you'll see how the process goes, all right? So I'm going to stop talking, and I'll stop talking nonsense and keep on with the reading. So you got Archangel Raziel, again, as I said, and this card is the card of dreams. So it says, by the way, these are the only cards that I read from the book for, just to give more clarity. So, your dreams are one of the most powerful oracles you access, and Raziel illustrates that messages are filtering through your dream kingdom at present, which will help you with your next important life decision. Don't worry if you cannot remember your dreams, as your unconscious has them in store for the higher self, or Ka, to interpret. Try to keep a dream journal to develop the ability to read the metaphors of this part of your consciousness. Sit in stillness to assist the interpretation of your consciousness. Yeah. Very interesting. As I said again, you may have recently been having some wild dreams. And they're very, very important, especially in these times with the transits that are occurring, because as we know, certain transits don't happen all the time, right? Some of them don't even happen for, alignments don't happen for, like 80 years. So the fact that they would be happening in our lifetime of this life is just, it's special, and it's definitely meaningful. It means something, okay? And what's interesting about your dreams card that you got is that underlying it on the bottom of the deck, which always represents the underlying energy or whatever's kind of carrying this, you have the card of Zafkiel and you have surrender. So there may be some deep message for you there as well about surrender. Basically, to not try and control the outcome, especially if you're trying to interpret your dreams. This is to say, sit in stillness and surrender what you want it to mean, or surrender to the truth, basically, so that it can come through for you. All right. I'm actually going to lower this music real quick, or maybe even change this, because I don't like that. To the commercial, sorry. Okay, hopefully this will be better. All right, guys. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Interesting. We split the deck at exercise your vibes and mentors and role models. So that, I don't know where I got this from just now, but the thought came to me about you being a mentor and role model, and to remember that, and that your vibes are kind of controlling, or your vibes are telling whoever you are mentoring, they are your vibration that you are putting out, that you may not even be aware of, and may have something to do with your dreams that you may not remember. That vibration is affecting the people that you're trying to mentor, okay? So anyway, the way I'm doing this for the readings for this month, is I'm using a different deck. It is the Trust Your Vibes Oracle deck. I got it for my birthday recently. I'm an Aries, so I had a birthday recently. And this was a present to myself. Anyway, so the way that I normally do them in the past is I use several different oracle decks for different areas of life: mind, body, spirit, and love. Then I clarify them using tarot. I'm still going to clarify using tarot, but I'm going to instead of shuffling for different areas of life, I'm going to see how this goes, right? So it might not be permanent. I don't know. I'm just going to test it out for this month, but I'm going to do the 4 weeks of the month. Even though, again, I know we're already in the middle of the month. But this will help also for you to see if this reading is for you right away. Because a lot of these readings are becoming a lot longer than what I would originally do. They're like over an hour, pretty much every reading I've done so far. And I think that that's actually a good thing because it kind of helps make up, I guess, for me missing so much time. But this, because we're in the middle of the month and I'm doing the 4 weeks, this will help you know for sure without wasting too much time if this reading is for sure for you. So the first week you got, it's not personal, Aquarius. Right away, I'm getting there needs to be some walls put down. And the number is number 7. Well, it's 25, but 2 and 5 break down to 7. And in numerology, the number 7 is a very highly spiritual number as well as an introspective number, which is very interesting if you combine that message with what 7 represents in astrology, or the 7th house, which is the house of relationships, as well as a fellow air sign, Libra. That's Libra's house. So I'm guessing that there was a need in the first week, or you did do this in the first week, where you took time to maybe go within because something maybe was clashing in your interpersonal relationships. And either you've had a shield, or this person or people that you've been interacting with have had walls up. And the ways that they've been acting toward you, this is telling you it's not personal, which you may already know because of the fact that you went within and you prayed. Hopefully. When I see this as more than praying, which is what I believe praying actually is you're meditating. You were meditating because this is like bringing you back to who, like the knowledge of who you really are, which you see these two are connected. This is like the spirit rising up and like rejoicing, knowing who they are. Right? Yeah, that's what I see it as. So it's not personal. That was the first week. Okay, so let's see. What about second week of April for Aquarius? Oh, wow. That just flew on the ground. Oh, wow. Okay. Sleep on it. Excuse me. Oh, my God. Okay. You guys may definitely have some throat chakra issues. Okay. Issues expressing yourself, because I did not have a coughing problem before. All right. Second week. What I find so interesting right now about this is you got to sleep on it, and on the bottom of the deck is body talk. And they're both very similar energies. And then, of course, remember what we got in the beginning, dreams. So already this reading has a lot to do with your subconscious mind and sleeping. Where do you go in your dream world? I just noticed 5-7. That means something very powerful as well. And of course, 7 again, which is exactly this. It's not personal, and it links with that because it's 7 and 7. Body talk. What is your body telling you? Remember, we got exercise your vibes as well in the beginning when I split the deck. So what vibes are you feeling from outside? The body talks, okay? And I think that helping you to interpret these things, of course, again, are your dreams. And so in the second week, you may have been dreaming quite a bit. And just to know, I see that you've definitely been protected while you've been in this dream space. You've had your angels surrounding you, and you have been protected. And number 5, perhaps also you've needed this rest period to go within as well, because number 5 represents massive change, okay, in numerology. So you may have felt extra tired because of some crazy changes going on in your life. Obviously, we're going to find out more when we clarify, but so far, that's what I see. So I see, again, maybe some clashing in the first week, so a need to acknowledge it's not personal, or to take down your own walls, that leading to exhaustion, honestly. So a need to rest, and I feel you have done that, because especially we started out the reading with dreams. So sleep on it, and then to listen to your physical body during the day, because especially if you've been getting enough rest, your body is going to vibrate and speak to you much more clearly. You're not going to be cloudy-headed. Okay, so third week, which is what we're in. Ooh, that was funny. What? Okay. That kind of just like slid off. Wow. Okay. And for some reason, I'm getting this now from this. I feel that you learn very easily and very quickly, whoever I'm speaking to. You got the card of learn. So yeah, whatever this was, you integrated, you slept on it, you've received divine messages, and now you're learning. You're in that phase of learning and integrating and completing, because it's number 19, which 10 is completion, but then 10 can also be broken down to 1, which is just before that. It's that new beginning. So you're just like, I forget the sign that had that message, but some other sign that I did, I think it was Scorpio actually. It's like you're in the in-between. You're in that interim phase, which kind of is like a dream. You're just ending and almost beginning. So lots of magic can happen in this space. Wow. Yeah, and then on the bottom of the deck is walk it off, which is also 28 and 10. 2 plus 8 is 10. So again, that ending and beginning. And I believe, so now I know that maybe Scorpio has something to do with you. You may have a lot of Scorpio in your chart. You may have a Scorpio that you very much love or is very important in your life, because they got this card. This was the card that they got that told me that they were in that interim phase. But walk it off. It's not important. Don't hold the grudge. Don't stay bound to something. Look at the chains on this it's not personal card. Don't stay bound to that energy. It's not worth it. You know better, right? You know better now because you've learned. You've learned, and now you have a lot of inspiration and ideas to work with. So maybe for some reason I'm getting some of you may be writers, maybe even songwriters or poets. So use all of that. Use all of this to keep going, to fuel any creative projects that you have or that you need to keep going with, that you need to keep pursuing. or get back into. That's also going to help you to release the energy of whatever it is that was holding on to you or that you felt bound by. So the last week of April, let's see what's up. Let's see what's up for the last week of April. What? Are you kidding me? What? Okay. Wow. 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 I'm going to take both of these. So again, what we had at the bottom of the deck, you got it for the 4th week. Walk it off. And then you got to decide. Which I feel like maybe has been a problem somewhat. You've been having trouble deciding on something. You've been weighing your options with 2 different things. And it's been hard for you to just say, no, this is the thing for sure, because perhaps you decided on the thing. And then, a few minutes later or a day later, you're like, well, no, because it's dependent on your mood and on your physical state. But that was in the past because of the fact of a lack of sleep. That's what I'm getting for some of you. I also just got from this It's Not Personal card, the message I just received was that some of the things you were feeling and thinking in the previous weeks or even months have not been feelings of your own. And now you've honestly learned and really been able to realize what is yours and what is not. Because a lot of you are empaths. Walking may really help you to ground yourself and to release other people's energies so that you're more clear inside and balanced, because we have 29, which is 11 there, which is balance, as well as 2, which is balance. Which road do you take? For some reason, I'm thinking of that Robert Frost poem, The 2 roads diverged in a wood, and be one traveler, long I stood, something. I don't remember all of it. I kind of feel like I have to read it. Oh, man. I've been doing this for everybody. I'm sorry. Honestly, this is just the way it is right now. I have to do what I'm led to do. And you'll appreciate it, hopefully. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. I freaking love that poem. Makes me cry sometimes. I seriously love that poem. I feel the need to put it here for you guys if you wanted to screenshot it. Obviously, you could look it up yourself, but just in case. It's such a beautiful, powerful poem, right? Okay, so that may help somebody out there with a decision that's been needed to be made. All right, and then underlying this, again, while you're in the process of this in-between, this ending and beginning phase, which is definitely, this message is for that, because it's 10, is remember to breathe. Truly remember to breathe. We have to remember to breathe and breathe deeply, because a lot of us don't breathe well, honestly. And I feel like that is like so many people's issue, and they don't even realize it. And I say that about myself as well. I was talking to a few of the signs about that because similar messages came up. But about how a lot of times, especially recently, I catch myself constantly throughout the day just taking the deepest breaths and like almost sounding like I'm sighing. So people might think I'm like bored with whatever they're talking about, but that's not the case. It's just I need to breathe. My body's like, you need more oxygen. And I feel better when I do. When I take that deep breath and I am able to think more clearly, I just physically feel better as well. So definitely remember to breathe. All right, so now I'm going to be clarifying with tarot. And as I said, all of the decks will be listed in the description box. Okay, so it's not personal. That was the first week. Aquarius. Aquarius. It's not personal card. I'm going to get 2 cards per oracle, okay? It's not personal. Oh. Wow. Okay. So far, 7 of Wands. To me, this always looks like a mama bear for some reason, but you can interpret it any way you want. 7 of Spirals, but 7 of Wands in the traditional tarot. And what's interesting is underlying that is the 8 of Mirrors or the 8 of Cups. And you can clearly see what that means in this deck. I interpret this particular card as walking away from emotional struggle, walking away from those emotional pains that you took personally and they chained you down, but that they're not yours anymore, at least, even if they ever were. Second card. We're going to clarify it more. I'm going to go into depth, but I want to get a second card. Whoa. That just wanted to come out. Oh my God, exactly. And I'm not doing any of these reversed, by the way, for any of the readings. Look at that. Move on, movement, the Chariot card. And underlying is the Emperor, your own personal authority. And what's crazy is that Wands always are fire sign cards. So you truly may be dealing with a fire sign. That may be where this problem came from. They may have been competing with you or challenging you in some way. But the point is, they've made you feel blocked. You felt like your path forward was blocked from you. That's what this card tells me. Also, it's making your mind unclear again, which was weighing you down, making you feel exhausted. Exhausted, like you couldn't move forward, like you couldn't finally just get it done. This is also, especially because it's coming from, to clarify that it's not personal card, which we have a shield and a sword. This is saying that you or somebody you've been involved with, there's been a lot of defensiveness, which of course when you're always in defense mode, and you're always ready to debate or argue somebody, that's not really living a pure relational existence. You're not actually relating to another. Okay? So whether it was you or the other, it doesn't flow. So you or the other, you may have to leave the other behind, honestly. You may have to move on from them. Because, yeah, and I think you are actually, because this is totally all about overcoming that challenge, that obstacle, that blockage that you thought you saw, okay? This also, especially now that I'm saying that, this looks like somebody that's looking out from behind the cave walls so that they feel somewhat safe, defensive. You're looking at and you're peering out, but you're afraid to actually come out of the shell of the cave. But this is overcoming that finally. This is finding that determination and the willpower to do so. Because you're tired of it. You're just sick of the same thing, maybe. Okay? You know it's not you. So, and it takes self-discipline. But that's what this is self-discipline. And again, it brings you back to yourself and your own, and being your own authority. Your own authority figure, your own power. Because it roots you, grounds you, right? And therefore you know that you can take care of things. Okay, so second week. Aquarius, second week. Oh, Scheißen. Jesus. Sorry. Second week, was it messy? I don't know. Okay. Another victory card. 6 of Spirals, 6 of Wands. Like I said, we're going to get that second card. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Wow. Okay. Interesting. The Tower and Justice underlying that. Well, okay. Well, this doesn't have to be so bad, actually, especially with the surrounding energies. But it is crazy that you've already gotten 2 major arcana during this reading, and the major arcana cards are what's the second clarifier. So it's like that extra clarity. First card again is the 6 of Spirals or the 6 of Wands. That's like victory. They're hanging their flags out because they're showing they're victorious. They're self-confident. They're flags, again, they know who they are and they're representing that. It's self-confidence. And again, it's like that overcoming of an obstacle, overcoming the war. I don't know why I wanted to say war, but hey, I guess again, because of the shield and the sword here. Now, the Tower usually means chaos, something like a sudden change or upheaval, kind of like the rug being pulled from under you. But usually it comes from a buildup of avoidance, of avoiding that, avoiding that change, avoiding what you needed to have happen. And this is actually a blessing in disguise many times, because what it is it's your higher self and the universe trying to put you back on track. And remember what I just read to you, the roads. You may have gone down not the wrong, but a road that has taken you away from yourself and your center, your clarity. But this, I feel, is more in the past. And then I feel for now, for this second week, what this is really representing is that you were sleeping on this, kind of absorbing all of what happened with this. And then, of course, dreams were revealing. You were having revelations, things coming clear for you, especially since we have learned in this third week, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. What? Didn't I say I thought some of you were poets, writers? King of Scrolls? Wow, okay, learn. Really interesting that you get that from underneath learn, because it's like maybe you're writing. Oh yeah, and that's why I said it was because of the scrolls here. Whew. So your writing has possibly been giving you clarity and insight into your inner world that you for some reason couldn't reach unless you write it, for some of you. But also, so this is also teaching you to nurture yourself. The Empress card. That's a very mothering energy, very artistic energy, as well as can represent poetry, okay? And that's what's underlying it. This is like a clear-headed person who's able to express themselves in the utmost clear, truthful way, okay? I also think for some of you, it's like you're coming to you've learned how to embrace your more feminine energies as well. So your emotional side and expressing that, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. Okay. And the second card we have, okay, is the Eight of Swords. All right. This is like saying, learn if you haven't already, which I'm feeling many of you have been learning, or you are. And then this is also even more clarifying. This reading is clarifying for you to be releasing your self-made restraints, okay? Taking back your power to, again, as I said before about the King of Scrolls or Swords, aka the poet in this deck, you are being direct, being honest with yourself. No longer stuck. No longer being bounded by your thoughts. This is opening your eyes, I believe, to other options now. You don't think that this thing or this situation or this person anymore is the only option for you. You know that there's more out there because you've realized, you've learned. And then, of course, the fourth week, walk it off as well as decide. You're able to walk it off and decide. So, hey, let's get some clarity on that. For Aquarius for the fourth week of April. Whoa, holy. Wow. Yeah. Walking it off, deciding. Remember we were talking all about balance? Well, this is exactly what that is. The Temperance card. Balance. Balance between the ego and spirit. It's like that ability to do so. Some of you may actually, I'm feeling too, have Sagittarius in your chart or Sagittarius in your life. Maybe they've been helping you balance. Aquarius. Whoa. That just flew again. Man, you've got some flyers. All right. Wow. Holy shison. This is the Strength card, and it flew like a strong energy, right? Damn. Okay, so if this doesn't tell you which road to choose, I don't know what does. I don't know what your guys' personal situation is, of course, but this is very clear that it's telling whoever I'm reading for, whoever I'm speaking to and picking up on, to find the strength within you to walk it off and make that choice. Make that choice. Know that you are enough. You have everything you need within you. You don't need anyone else to tell you who you are or whether you're good or not. You are. Balance yourself and you'll see you are. You have everything you need already inside you. Everything you are seeking is within you. That's also the card of Leo. Now look at that. So yeah, some of you may even be artists, actual painters or sculptors or something. Whatever form it is, we've got a lot of artistic energy coming through here. This is also a very nurturing energy again. But that's crazy. Wow, Aquarius. How freaking awesome. Okay. Maybe this third week is feeling like the most difficult of the three, or of the four, I mean, somehow. Even though these 2 weeks were not so smooth. The third week, and I'm saying that, actually, no, you do have all. What am I even saying? Holy crap. You literally have major arcana in all of these. This actually might be the easiest week, I'm sorry, or the most comforting, the most self-nurturing week. And then that fourth week, it's like you got your power back. You got your strength, your stamina. You're ready to go. You're ready to win, okay? You're ready to decide. It may have been a long time coming, a long process to decide. But guess what? Fourth week, you got it, and you're going to soar. You're going to soar. I want to pull one more oracle before I do your animal oracle card. This is, even though this is a past life oracle deck, this does not have to represent a past life. I kind of like to use it for general things because the messages clearly, as you see, are very clear and one word directed answers, or images and words. So it kind of helps to get the reader as well as the viewer a clear picture of something, like maybe that extra little bit of assurance that they need. So it can mean anything, and I'm not going to really go into the meaning, of course, because it's more for you to interpret by the imagery and the word. Aquarius. See, do you see how my energy has changed already? My energy, I've already become more like I want to go. Look at this. That is for you, my friends. You felt like maybe you didn't have these lessons and blessings. Well, this is telling you that the time frame, it's taken a little time maybe, but have faith. Because everything that you've gone through has been for your learning, and it has been the ultimate blessings for you. Just watch and see what this blooms into. Find the strength. You have the strength to move forward, okay? Now you do. Also, I don't know if I already said this. I think I did. Actually, I even said it in the beginning that you may have like a Leo in your life, possibly, or a fire sign. But strength is the card of Leo, okay? So you may have for sure a Leo in your life, or you may have strong Leo placements in your chart. Either way, I feel that it means to embody that energy of Leo, the characteristics of the archetype of Leo, okay? As well as the creativity. So this is a very creative reading. Whoever I'm tuning into, tapping into, you are a very, very creative person, and it's time to let that shine. Time to let that come through, particularly if you're a writer, because I'm really getting that strongly. So last but not least, before we close out, I'm going to shuffle for your animal totem. And this is an animal that you may see or hear this month, if you haven't already. It's just something to pay attention to, okay? So you could see it on TV, whatever. You could see it in real life. Wherever you see it, it doesn't matter. Again, you could even see it in the clouds. You can even be inspired to paint it or something like that. I don't know. But the point is that when you notice this animal, this being enter your life, there's a message for you. And the message is what I will read when we get the card. And when you notice it, it's asking you to think of what you were trying to weigh, what you were trying to decide on in that moment, okay? And to integrate the message from the animal. Jackson, hey. I can't whistle. Hey. Jackson, here. Hey. So it's funny as hell. Just as I say that, my dog starts barking. So dogs, it may be a totem for you. But let's see what your totem is. So integrate the message into what the decision is that you're trying to make, what you were trying to weigh in your mind, okay? Aquarius' animal totem. All of the decks I've used will be in the description below, okay? Oh, whoa. Wow. What the heck? That is amazing. Holy shit. Wow. Oh my god. So, okay. So you got the leopard first and foremost, and underlying that is the deer. I feel like both messages are really important to inform you on or to read to you. But first and foremost, look at how powerful that imagery is. What does that say to you? I'm not going to tell you. It's for you and your psyche and your mind to interpret. However, here is the message that I'm going to read, but I'm going to put it here so that you can screenshot it if you want to have that on hand for when and if you likely will if this reading has resonated for you, but for when and if you see or hear or notice this creature. The leopard. The symbolism of the leopard is stealth, strength, and purity. Jackson, sorry. Leopards are phenomenal hunters known for their stealth and ability to stalk prey. The snow leopard, which lives in the mountains of Central Asia, is among the more mysterious of the species and was believed to have drawn the blood of its human victims without eating the flesh. By feeding on the life force, excuse me, parentheses, blood, and avoiding weakness, parentheses, flesh, the leopard was thought to maintain its strength and purity. That's interesting. Take that how it applies for you. But either way, the symbolism alone, the strength, stealth, and purity, those three things clearly had a lot to do with this reading, okay? I also see this as acknowledging your shadow self, your subconscious, because of dreams and the fact that this is a dark lion and a shadow lion, shadow leopard behind this snow leopard. Okay, and then I am going to read this as well. The deer, which is at the bottom of the deck, underlying leopard. Get the imagery. Oop. And then the message here. Screenshot if you want. So, deer. Symbolism, instinctual energy, independence, and regeneration. Exactly. Graceful, swift, and elusive, the deer has symbolized the powers in nature that are not easily subdued. A deer's antlers, which are shed and regrown each year, are specifically associated with regeneration and renewal. A swift deer with golden antlers was sacred to the Greek goddess Artemis, whose realm encompassed the wilderness and instinctual, untamed things. A deer is also a symbol that summons individuals, oh my god, that summons individuals to a calling or journey. It has frequently appeared in legends and myths as a creature that lures a hunter or knight into the wilderness. Jackson! Sorry. He's just letting you know that it's true. This is your calling, whatever the calling is. This is so crazy, though. Appeared in legends and myths as a creature that lures a hunter or knight into the wilderness. In the legend of King Arthur, a deer leads Sir Gawain into the wood to begin his adventures. That's crazy, because what poem did I just have to read to you? Two roads diverged in a wood. Wow. Guys, you have some journey that you're about to undertake. Okay? That's really awesome. So don't you worry. If anything has been tough in these first 2 weeks, well, guess what? It's about to get real fun and much better, and you're going to find yourself again. You're going to find the strength of who you are again. I love it. I love it. All right, guys. So that was your April reading. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that you received the messages that you needed and were seeking. If you have any questions, of course, you can comment below. If you want a personal reading, you can email me at ariatruth@gmail.com. My email as well will be in the description box. And again, all of the cards I used in this reading, all of the decks. And yeah, I will be back at the end of the month for a little mini energy update to see where everybody's energies are, all 12 signs. And then after that, of course, I'll be back in May for the May reading. I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of April, and I'll see you soon.